In the name of Allah, who is the most kind and merciful, all glory to the Allah, who is the owner and the creator of the universal. Today I want to say something about direct and indirect speech. What is direct speech? When the original words of a speaker are repeated, is called direct speech. When indirect speech, when the original words of a speaker are not repeated, but they repeat again. Direct speech. When the original words of a speaker are repeated, is called direct speech. When the original words of a speaker are not repeated, but the meaning is same, is called indirect speech. There are two parts of the direct speech and indirect speech: reporting one and reported speech. Like how? She said, I went to Peshawar. It is reporting word and it is reported speech. Reporting word and it is reported speech. Okay, when the reporting word narration is in past tense, then we will change the tense of reported speech and pronounce too. When the narration of reporting word is in present tense or in future, then we will not change the tense of reported speech. Only we will change the pronouns of reported speech. Now I will tell you about the formula of pronouns changing. There is one formula, S-O-N, son formula. 1, 2, 3. 1 means first person pronoun. 2 means second person pronoun. 3 means third person pronoun. 1st person pronoun is I, we. 2nd person pronoun is you. 3rd person pronouns are he, she, it.
Come in, sir.
First, we will change IV according to the subject of reporting word. It is the subject of reporting word and it is one. We will change IV according to the subject of reporting word. If here is she, then we will put instead of I, she. When here is female name, then we will put instead of I, she. When here is male name or he, then we will put instead of he. Come to the second one, you. You depends on the object of reporting word. Now I will write the object of reporting word. She said to him, a letter. You depends on the object of reporting word. It is subject of reporting word. It is word. And it is object. You depend on the object of reporting word. It is the object of reporting word. This you depend on it. Here is the objective case of he, him. But we will not put the objective case of he. We will put the subjective case of him, he. She told him. When we write told, then we will not put these two. When we write said, then we will put these two. That he was writing a letter. Now we change to you to he. Here is him, here is the objective case. But we will not put instead of you. The objective case of he, we will put the subjective case instead of you, he. Now we put here he. Now come to the third point. Third person pronoun, he, she, it. We cannot change he, she, it. He, she, it will be the same one, like this. She said, he is going to school. We will not change he, she, it. We will not change. It means third person pronoun cannot be changed. She said that he was going to school. Look here, we did not change he because he, she, it we can't change. Therefore, I put he. Did you understand? Have you any question? And reported speech. Okay, it is reporting verb and it is reported speech. It is reporting verb and it is reported speech. Okay, when the narration of the reporting verb is in past tense, then we will not change the tense of reported speech. Sorry, when the reporting verb is in present tense or in future, then we will not change the tense of reported speech, only we will change the pronouns of reported speech. When the narration of the reporting verb is in past tense, then we will change the tense of reported speech and pronouns too. Okay, what is the formula of pronouns changing? There is one formula, S-O-N. I wrote 1, 2, 3 under the S-O-N. What is the meaning of 1, 2, 3? 1 means first person pronoun, 2 means second person pronoun, 3 means third person pronoun. First person pronoun are I, we, second person pronoun is you, third person pronouns are he, she, it. Okay, we will change first person pronoun according to the subject of reporting verb. It is the subject of reporting verb. First I told you that I, we depend on the subject of reporting verb. Here is she. Now we will put instead of I, she. When here is female name, if you put she, it's also correct. If you put the name of her, it's also correct. When here is he or male name, then we will put instead of I, he. Okay, come to the second point, you. You depends on the object of reporting verb. It is the object of reporting verb. You depend on the object of reporting verb. Here is objective case. We will put the subjective case of him, he instead of you, he. Okay, come to the third point, third person pronoun, he, she, it. How we will change he, she, it? He, she, it, he, she, it we can't change because these are unchangeable. Sorry, I forgot one. They. It's also third person pronoun. Okay. She said they are reading the lessons. He said they are reading the lesson. He said that they were reading the lesson. Okay, we did not change they. Why? Because he, she, at, they. We can't change. First I told you and the formula that he, she, at, they. We can't change. We will put the same one. If he and the direct speech present she, then we will put she. If here is he, we will put the indirect speech he. When here is she, we will put instead of we will put an indirect speech she. Did you understand? Have you any question?
Question, sir?